case, looking at some of the latest discussions and findings from some Facebook pages and posts from the ARC page to the case discussion page. Instead of doing a standard video where it might cloud the normal video coverage, because I've been on a good roll recently, I thought I'd do it in the form of a live stream. And instead of just plastering it on screen with posts and comments endless, I thought I would just write them down as notes and kind of quote it to some extent and roughly do it elsewhere. Read it to you. See your live reaction, your thoughts to it. Highlight any problems live in the moment. Because if we can identify problems, past ones, current ones, might be able to help for the future down the line. And we just see where it goes. Of course, other things can be talked about in between. And as people do join slowly into the live, if there's any questions or any discussions or any ideas that can come about, which could link onto other stuff. Rebecca, I'm the only one here. Well, I think you were, but all of a sudden, 6 more people have just appeared out of nowhere by magic. So welcome, Rebecca, and the 6 other people watching in the background. Big shout out to Missy Zavenna. I still pronounce the last name wrong. Missy is the towel expert and has a lot of experience by now when it comes to hotels and motels, especially with the cases that I've covered. We've got Chase Clinton. Not seen them before. Welcome to the channel. I'm gonna kick things off when we get a handful of people present, and I can give like a little heads up. I do have some notes and a little bit more than usual because, you know, when it's important, you got to quote it. And I'll give you my reactions to it as well. So we'll see how that goes. As for the hair, I don't know what's going on with the hair there. Crazy. But should be somewhat on time. We've got Strawberry. Welcome, my Strawberry. Present, as always, the bright red strawberry. And that little skull as well, but the size of it. So, let's just make sure, yeah. This is a preview. That's what it looks like. It's always back to front, dodgy text, wrong way around. And just a little bit there, okay? And I'm just reading bits from it and then add on. Oh God, Strawberry, oh, your hair, what have you been up to? Well, to be honest, things got really intense earlier, Strawberry. You probably didn't know, but I thought I'd just let you know. Things got pretty intense earlier, got really warm and hot, a lot of movement, a lot of action and heavy breathing, when lifting those weights, moving them about. And I didn't get time to brush it. So I have to make do for now. I know it looks like I've been dragged through a bush, or maybe several, to be honest. But I don't know, if you are present, Strawberry, maybe you can, I don't know, sneak behind me. Shh. No, don't worry. Just hide behind me. There's not going to be any payouts. There's not going to be any dodgy dares or bets. You just sneak up behind me, nice and close, and just adjust the hair, okay? And then that should be all good. Okay. So as we go along within this, if anyone's got any additional points or anything they want to raise in regard to the Ned Presgrove case, you can do so, and then I can give my reactions and thoughts. I'm slowly in the process of catching up and looking at the Kaden Pressy situation, such as with the DMs and comments there, and then making notes and adding on to it. There's still quite a bit to do there, but I just thought I'd add this in. Hopefully the quality and the imagery is okay, it's not too delayed. I think the internet connection and all that's been a bit dodgy in recent time, and for my Wi-Fi to be dodgy, unacceptable. For other people's, but that's why I'm here to fix it. But I can't fix my own Wi-Fi, which is very unfortunate. We've got a couple more people joining on in. I don't know if Donna Bond is going to show up. If she does, the frog is present and waiting. We've got any dog food? We've got a dog as well, present and waiting. Both of them are besides me. I didn't get any time to eat before. So at some point, I might end up inserting chocolate into my mouth if I don't spill it anywhere. We'll get to that in just a second. 10 people present. I did do, come on, Donna, where are you? I'll have to say a name 3 times. Might summon her. Donna, Donna, Donna Bond, where are you? I can't think of anything that rhymes with Bond in the moment. I'm going to move the camera back just a little bit. Sorry, Strawberry. I know you want it really close, but I was going to move it back just a little bit. Has the tripod ever fallen on me? Yeah. I don't know if you know that, but the tripod has fallen on me when I've been doing a video, possibly a live stream as well. It ends up falling on my chest and then it's just obstructed the view. No one can see what's going on. Hopefully the camera's not too wonky. There we go. So the last live stream that I did wasn't that long ago, but it worked out rather well. I thought just try another one now, see how it goes, see if people do show up. What day is it today? I don't even know what day it is today. Is it like Tuesday or something, or Wednesday? So we might have a bit of a slower start today, but I did do a post earlier announcing that there was going to be a live stream. So we'll see how that goes. Whilst we're waiting, it was quite interesting because in the past, when it came to the Dylan Rounds case, of another true crime one, because there was more channels, not so much covering the case, but within the same sphere and community, people would be going live at the same time and people would be having battles, viewership number battles, who's got the most live viewers. It was so cringe worthy. And what was most cringe is I would be doing my live premieres and then other people would be doing their live stream panel shows and cheap knockoff videos, and then it would end, and then some of the remaining viewers would end up pissing off and then coming on to mine, and it's like, oh, here we go, here comes the 30 extra people, here comes the deadweight, here comes the trouble, the dark cloud. Or the other way is then people would just piss off elsewhere, and you think, oh, well, there we go, we know where their allegiance is, you know, not about the case, more about unrelated stuff. Don't have to really focus about that here in this particular case. But in all fairness, the No Presgrove case, there's a handful of channels here and there. Ooh, what chocolate are you having? It's a good comment. I mean, that's a good question, Strawberry. Always adding in. Allergy advice. I don't give a fuck about allergies. Do I have any? I don't know. Can't say it. It's dark chocolate. Oh, Breno's. No, they're downstairs, Strawberry. I mean, there's no point asking you if I could share one because I've got more chances of having a liver donation. We got Robbie Taylor, welcome. Key individual present, which is positive to see. Yeah. I don't know at what point I'm going to be eating because I don't want to keep people waiting and stuff. Correct. There we go. I'm learning on the spot. I'm getting there. Slowly. I'm getting there. But, you know, I would make you a tea, Strawberry, but who's going to man... Oh, my God, is there an extra piece of chocolate? Oh, no. You don't like dark chocolate. You saying that, Strawberry? You don't like dark chocolate? Ooh. I like white chocolate. I like light chocolate. I don't mind them. I've lost... Oh, no. Oh, no. And we thought that the cereal and bananas and chocolate was bad enough. Now we hit a new low. Oh, Strawberry using my own face palm against me. Ouch. I feel it. I feel it within. My goodness. Well, just be grateful, Strawberry, that I'm not giving you a piece now, okay? You want a little bit? You want a little bit? Why is it when Casey always shows up, it's always when it's out of context? And he's probably thinking, what the hell's going on here? But Casey is showing up early this time round. Anyone want some free chocolate? There you go. Yeah, you want some strawberry? Ow. Rude. Hands are very smooth. I can't see. You can't see. Don't worry, let me wipe your eyes. Yeah? Is that a little bit better now? Can you see me? Maybe the thing is, you can't see me because I'm just not close enough. Sometimes you've got to be closer, right? Why am I only seeing my own comments? I'm not too sure. Maybe if you refresh the live stream, refresh the tab, or close down whatever device you're on, close down the YouTube app tab, load it back up, and then maybe adjust the comments to view all, or was it live comments? Something along the lines of that. But as a heads up, I can see your comments, Strawberry. Okay, 16 people present. I guess I might as well just kick things off now, see where it goes. So the handful of notes what I've got in front of me is, oh, there we go. This is what I mean, handy Andy fixing stuff immediately. Don't worry, Strawberry, you can thank me later. Casey, how you been? I've been good. And you? 14 people. Okay. So the handful of notes what I do have is in regard to just all over the place on Facebook, but they are pretty recent as well. So that's why I'm doing it. We've got Jam, Sandwich, present. Shout out to them. I don't know if we'll see Joyce Begow or who else could it be? Maybe Michael Facecast may show up at some point. So one of the first post points as like a question, which is important, and I probably can dig my teeth more into it, is to do with Kaden Pressy, the time he was woken up, the time he went back to sleep, and the events that happened in between that, or could have happened in between that, and the questions of, surely Kaden would have seen something, right? You've got to acknowledge that the cutoff point is 3:30 supposedly. Case says, I'm doing good watching old show called Unsolved Mysteries. I don't know, there might be a handful of them, but I've probably seen a show like that or something similar. So we've already had the discrepancies with Kaden, trying to work out when did he wake up, and more importantly, when did he go to sleep? Back to sleep. And it's interesting that because in the earlier days of 2024, when Kaden did his first or proper statement, yeah, wait, how did you know it was lemon, Strawberry? How did you know? Yes, it is lemon. Oh no, don't tell me it's one of these moments again. Don't tell me it's one of these moments again, Strawberry. Have you got lemon as well? When you do say stop it, I get that feeling that, oh, we've got a coincidence. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why are we in sync? Mine says no added sugar. Bloody hell, Strawberry. We're drinking from the same bottle? Well, we might as well be at this point. Okay. Who can drink it the fastest? wait even bother with that. Because if I tried drinking all this, I probably wouldn't be able to speak much. How interesting. Very. What next? We'll end up eating at the same time, the same pace, putting the same thing in the same mouth. Hold that thought. So in terms of the Kaden Pressy situation, it's important to acknowledge that in the Facebook post official statement, Kaden worded it originally publicly that he went to sleep at 3 in the morning. In Partners in True Crime, he worded it as he went back to sleep at around 3 in the morning. Is it a big deal? Well, it is when you compare and contrast, because language and wording goes a long way. There's a difference between going to sleep and then going back to sleep. One means you're going to sleep for the first time. Going back means you've woken up previously and you're about to nod off again, right? So what Kaden meant in his Facebook public post in the past was he went back to sleep at 3 in the morning. That's all. Casey, I drink 1 cup fresh squeezed lemon water every morning. Oh God, is that a bit tarty? I've tried like some kind of fresh orange juice, but then it tastes like sick, and then I just don't bother. I'll just stick with water. It's worked for me up to now, so yeah. But yeah, in terms of Kaden, the only positive that's come out with the Kaden Pressy situation and Alicia Lee is the 2:42 timestamp when he claims he was woken up by the time, which was the call by Alicia, and Alicia's call log proves that call made towards Kaden at 2:42. So we can at least tick that off the list. Welcome to anyone else that's present. 19 people now. Got quite a few lurkers in the background. I wonder how many of them are naughty individuals that detest me but still watch. Because from what I've seen, the last one, there was a few people whining elsewhere. Well, if it's that bad, if it's that, I don't know, if it's that corrupt, you want to be a part of it? Ah, there we go. We've got Burgow finally present. I probably should eat some now. It's going to be awkward, this, because I'm just going to be quiet eating. Probably the first time I'm quiet as well. So, I've got some props around me. We've got George chaired and present now. Carl. Yeah, when all else fails, see you later. Why, what's going to go wrong? We're going to have a power cut. Oh boy. Who knows? Twilight. Kind of good to see Travis' mom comment and Justin apologising for what he said about her son. I think we'll do a video about that. It just serves as spreading awareness, as in somebody, I guess, effed up, got to apologise like a good dog. But more importantly, you got key individuals or people tied to key individuals from partygoers, family-related friends, speaking out. Casey, so I have a question. Did any bats slap you lately? Well, no, I've not been slapped by a bat, but I have been slapped all over the place by other stuff. But besides that, I think the bats tend to fly about. They don't really land near me anymore. I think they've realised who I am. Realise I'm Batman. I've not got bitten by a spider yet. If I get bitten by a spider, does that mean I turn into Spider-Man? Oh, strawberry. If I turn into Spider-Man, slinging all those webs about, very sticky. Oh my goodness. Well, we see what happens. George, why would he apologise and then continue to say the same shit along with Alicia and Kaden? Michael, why would he apologise? Well, did Justin apologise in the past and ever since continued on talking? Or has Justin only apologised as of right now? If right now, he's still talking right now as well, but elsewhere. Well, George will probably know, but it's important to acknowledge George. Some month or two ago, you had Justin Roy acting out. He then apologised to me at the end of my live premiere. I'm so sorry, Raf, so sorry. And then a few hours later, he went back on Facebook, on pages which I didn't have access to, talking about me negatively, whining again. So when Justin apologises, even that isn't always genuine or real. It's not a good look. It'll develop trust issues. Casey, I'd be Superman is better. Probably, yeah. What's my kryptonite then? Maybe a couple of things. Yep, he's still talking the same shit. Twilight, I'm overdoing myself. Oh my god, main boob shouldn't be mowing and weed eating. Okay. So I'm just eating some food at the moment. Oh, pain. Could do a Dr. Raf healing session. It just happens that I've got the tool by the side of me. Not done that for a while. Wherever Donna is, The frog is here. It's stuck in my mouth now. Right, keeping up with the live chat, which is good. Oh, there we go. Donna Bond shows up as soon as the little wiggly frog shows up and put a bit of weight on as well, this frog. What have you been feeding it? You, Donna, are a very naughty individual. You've been feeding this frog some waffles. You seen that bloody belly? What a fat bastard. That's right. Well, it needs to get done. The biopsy done yesterday. Okay. 21 people present. Welcome. Not missed too much at the moment. It's all fine. But there's a good handful of people present now. So to return back to Kaden Pressy, 242. Seems to be ticked, confirmed, consistent. No issues there. And that's a positive. Because that's one of the first, I guess, timestamps given by Kaden, as in things starting off. I mean, you could say 2 in the morning. The difference between 2 in the morning to 2:42. Do we have any hard evidence, any timestamps, anything like that of Kaden going to sleep at 2 in the morning? I'm not too sure if that is possible or not. But was there anything significant between 2 to 2:42? Twilight, oh, well, women can work just as hard as men. Probably sometimes harder. So the other thing that was mentioned was, what was it? From 3 in the morning to 3:15, the social media blackout, as Justin worded it in the past. Why is it specifically between 3 in the morning and 3:15? Is that because after 3:15 you had the shower footage, what, side-by-side rollover after effect, or what? Carl. Hey, how does Warlight Ref get his screenshot information? By Instagram DMs, or does he have an email? I wanted to run some things by him, but don't know how to contact. Well, Carl, you're already on Instagram. I've seen you, so all you have to do is send a message and then can go from there, okay? It's safer doing it that way because the way people lurk in the background on here and on previous videos and whatnot, you leave your email for a few seconds, somebody in the background will take a screenshot, note it down, and you're screwed. So got to be careful. Twilight, I'm good at what I can fix. Ooh, fixing all kinds of stuff, gonna put me out of business. Oh, we got Mark Raffers, that's a new one. Not seen that one before, with the flames and the heat. I'm sure the wind's picking up outside. Send it. Oh yeah, send the fire. Don't worry, it's already heating up in here in the moment the live started. Wow. Twilight. So George, what else has Justin done after apologising? What, as in, besides talking on, going against the apology with action as well? Is that the case? What's the point in apologising and then going against it afterwards? What good does that do? Because surely people that do this and then they contradict themselves, surely they know they're going to tarnish the credibility and develop trust issues, and people won't be able to take them serious. Why do you do that to yourself? That's true, Joyce. Yeah, I remember. I mentioned it a bit earlier, maybe before you joined, but yeah, when Justin was having a go at me saying stuff, and he then apologised at the end of the live chat with my video premiere. Then he went on to Facebook elsewhere, complained about me. So it was two-face, fake apology, waste of time. Or maybe in the moment Justin truly felt sorry, but then something changed in the mind after. But It's not much use. Oh yeah, Strawberry, have you had anything to eat yet? Donna, I can't believe you even mentioned I've apologised to you months ago. Wait, who's Donna responding back to there? I've not had any issues with Donna, no negative encounters there. Robbie, Justin isn't really sorry, only that he got caught by someone with his BS. And that's the thing, that in life, humans can do bad stuff, questionable things, hurt other people, physically, verbally, any means. I now have trust issues with your house. Crust. Ooh. Donna, have you got crust with your house? Have you baked it in the oven a bit too long? Fucking hell, Donna Bond, you got crust. You're the gingerbread house. Well, you got the gingerbread man present now. There we go. When you are sorry, you change the behaviour you are sorry for. Exactly. And people that don't change their behaviour, or at least don't try, well, makes you wonder. Strawberry just made tomato pasta and green beans. Well, I like pasta. I really like pasta. Green beans with that, ooh. That probably the one thing I wouldn't have, the green beans with it. I'll probably chuck them out the window. Got True for Justice, welcome, present. I think my house is tapped. Something exactly right, or at least try to change. If you wonder why I'm looking off screen, it's because the live chat is on the left-hand side of the screen and the camera lens is on the right-hand side. Last bit of chocolate. Oh yeah, that was a loud crunch. Donna's house has a life of its own. Oh goodness. If talking to the house, I wonder if they use like a glass cup as well on the side of the wall. We got Brenda. Big shout out to Brenda, present. And anyone else that's watching in the background. Focusing on some notes made from Facebook post. If anyone wants to add in, they can. We've got a person called Travis Wolf. That's an interesting name. Welcome. Not seen them before. Welcome to the channel. It's interesting now with the live streams, new viewers seem to come on in. Donna, man, I can't believe she mentioned the word apology. She. Who? Who's she? Oh, Rebecca. Rebecca Gagliari. Do you have any dog food present, or does Joyce Begow? We got a dog. Yeah, we got a dog present. You know, look at that nose. Very pointy. What is it with pointy tips? It doesn't just do that. Nope. Ah, Bergow, disappointed. No dog food. I do have dog food. That's what I'm talking about, Rebecca, you promoted. Rebecca's now the moderator and administrator of the page. There you go, get the dog food out. And this is the thing. Oh, let me just acknowledge first. Travis, been following your Kenny Veach coverage for years. Really appreciate that. That's really positive to see. And for those that have watched for all this time, publicly or in the background. So I appreciate that, Travis. And there will always be Kenny Veach videos that can come here and there when possible. If I get to a point where a case closes or comes to an abrupt halt, or there's absolutely nothing that can be done left, I'm going to lock in with the case if possible. I have Purina, not Olroy. It'll have to do, won't it? This dog is a very picky eater. But what else that needs to be acknowledged is when you lie, your nose gets longer. When the old dog lies, the body gets even longer. Wow. That's pretty long. It's stretching. Why does it look like a banana now? Interesting. Well, strawberry, don't you shame my green beans. Is that so? I don't appreciate your green beans. You better not be slipping any into my meals. Pasta, okay. With sauce, okay. Maybe some mincemeat, yeah. But green beans, don't even try, okay? That is so. Excuse me. You want me to transition? I'm extremely sassy all of a sudden. I don't think you're ready for that. I don't think you're ready. Rebecca, refs on TV. Wait, oh, I'm on TV. And I was in the other room, and Stevie yelled, the guy on TV said your name. Oh, no. Rebecca, no, was it? We got Stevie. Who's Stevie? Stevie who? Wait, what community was it when someone called someone Stevie Wonder? Because I can't remember that reference was used by someone. Oh my God, it's Stevie. Careful, Rebecca. Someone's going to think it's Stevie Howard. Is it Stevie Howard? Oh, I'm getting mixed up with the names. Green beans are only good cooked with bacon. What is going on? Oh my. We're getting a green bean overload. I like peas. That's enough green for me. Oh no, I'm just remembering now, it's about veggies. And that other person in the past, was it Maria, saying, I'm gonna feed some veggies. Do I look like the Jolly Green Giant? I don't think so. I might be a giant. Well, kind of. Check the comments. My house as an attitude. Ooh. Need to go and get that checked out. Raf, sorry, it's green beans, carrots, and peas. Well, I don't mind carrots. I like peas. Green beans. I'll do you a deal, strawberry. Okay. I kind of like green beans, but on the side, not mixed in with anything. Okay. On the side. I like wet green beans as well. They're only tiny. Well, you know, strawberries, some things just don't quite measure up to others, do they? Okay, so now that Travis got covered, what's next? So what's likely next could be a combination or two separate videos. Oh, the zip. So the next combination of videos that can be done will be to continue with those DMs with Kaden. I've already done the part 1 yesterday or the day before. I want to continue that onwards. I just wanted to spend tonight, just doing something a little bit different. Oh no, everybody likes green beans. Oh boy. The green bean army. I think I probably will either tomorrow or the day after include the comment section from the video where Travis Monson's mum has responded, because that's quite important that we need to acknowledge these key individuals speaking out. And what's important is it's, you know, on my channel, so it's bringing the right people present. Stevie, my 4-year-old granddaughter. Ah, okay. Bacon. I like bacon. There we go. Green bean casserole. Ooh. I've only got water with me. Oh no, strawberry. Oh no. Is this where we start not liking the same food? Oh goodness me. Goodness. think I need more chocolate. Okay. Let's focus back in the Kaden Pressy situation. Did Kaden go to sleep at 3 in the morning or 3:24? Is it a big deal, as Lisa could say? Strawberry. Andy, you will eat what I tell you to. Tut, tut, tut. Is that so? Is that so? Really? Really? Carl, I haven't eaten yet. In California, it's 12:45 p.m. Oh, wow. Oh, Carl's getting hungry. Good thing you didn't see me eat the chocolate before. What's that there? Oh, what did you choke on, Strawberry? Do we need CPR? Do we need the medic to come on in? Was it choking on liquid? Was it choking on food? I'm here. Stand by. Okay, just in case. Fried potatoes. Oh, bloody hell, I'm going into Irish accent already. So, if people had to figure it out, she needs CPR. Right, that's it. That's it. Oh shit, I've exposed my leg. Oops. Where are you? Oh no, you're choking on the pasta. Excuse me. You're eating it right now. Multitasking. I'm impressed. But not sharing any. Well, I am full, so I'll let you off, okay? But Strawberry is choking on pasta. Not great, but not ideal either. Okay? I'll pat you on the back, okay? Is that better? Just breathe nice and slow. Say pasta. Oh, pasta. Yeah, get some pasta. Pasta. Brenda. You're welcome, Strawberry. It's a long name, that. Can I shorten it to something? What could I shorten it to? Twilight. No, no, no. Why? How are you supposed to pronounce it then? I mean, I might have to follow orders from time to time, I guess. We'll see. Time will tell. No one's been graduating from the Warlight Rath University in recent time, which is interesting. But that can change very quickly. That lamp in the background is very wonky. Oh no, American lesson. It was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Yeah, we need Rebecca Gagliari, the expert in pronouncing stuff, to come on in. We need some more receipts. We need to process and analyze it. I'm going to be told off, aren't I? Ooh, I'm going to be told off left, right, and center. Goodness gracious. Y'all. Exactly. Well, you continue to fill your face, Strawberry. Don't be getting any pasta on the sheets. Don't get any pasta around your face, or I'll have to clean it off for you. Okay? I'll send you a voice message. Yeah, that's what's needed. Burgonator. I can't believe in the past I called you Burger because I didn't know how to pronounce it. Why is he saying pasta? So weird. Oh, you stuffed. Well, that's good, Strawberry. It's good to have a full tummy. Doctor's orders. How do you want me to say pasta? You want some pasta? We'll go to the pasture and eat some pasta round the back. There we go. Oh my god, I want some pasta. Maybe if I say it enough times, I'll satisfy someone. That sounds a bit weird. That's better. There we go. We're already making... Says taco. Weird. Oh, you want some taco? Let's get some taco. Taco. Big shout out to Linda. To be honest, I'm going to be honest, Linda is the only person present that has bloody straight glasses. Because in the past, we had Michelle Ray Brummett with the wonky glasses. I think we had Belvy in the past in the Dylan Brown's case with the wonky glasses. Linda has it under control. Swedish lurker in the house. Nice. Shout out to Linda. Carl, I'm not watching the video, just hanging out here. That's all fine. That's good. Does it all like have it under control? Well, I do, Carl. I do have it under control, but Strawberry might take over. I'll look at that later, Twilight. I can't multitask at the moment because video, I'll get kicked off the live. Raf, say it in a Scouse accent. Okay. You right, lads? Would you like some pasta? Yeah, right. Get some pasta sauce. Don't get it on the curtains, you dirty bastard. Oops, I shouldn't be swearing. It's when I do certain accents, I swear more. Such a bad influence. He says everything weird. Oh my God, Rebecca, we need some serious words. Yeah. Y'all, we need some serious words. I've seen it, like, there's some paragraphs by people that keep saying, y'all, 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 y'all. Donna, hey, I found M&Ms in my bra. Great, I've got some snacks. How long had they been there for, though, Donna? Interesting. I mean, some people may get M&Ms stuck down there. Other people get flakes. Who's going to be cleaning it up? That's the most important question. I'm laughing so hard, my boob hurts. Well, we're making some great progress today, I think. Well, somehow. Well, Strawberry's got X-ray vision. By the way, I don't sound like that. Yeah, right, Sharon. Of course you don't sound like that. Yes, right. You enjoy your food and your lemon drink. I'm sure it's no added sugar, of course. Yeah. New York. I can't do the accent. I'm not even going to try. It's going to piss people off. There we go. We got Tammy. If Kaden was awake from 2:42 to 3:20, I think 3:24 was mentioned as well. Strawberry, Raf, calm down, calm down. Do I look like I'm calm to you? I don't think so. Don't you dare tell me to calm down. It's only gonna intensify the situation. Tammy, wouldn't Kaden have seen or heard Noah running around the house and teabagging people? It's a key point to be made, what Tammy says. Ultimately, it comes down to when those said events happened. Supposedly, there's documentation of it. Donna, what the F? What's happened, Donna? Oh no, Donna. Oh no, Donna. Has the M&Ms slipped further down into parts unknown? You have to send a rescue operation to go and fetch them. Jesus. Who's going to be abseiling down? I don't know. Do we have any volunteers? Oh, I think someone's on the other side of the house on the wall. Maybe they'll volunteer. Maybe not. I've never said it. Said what? Don't say y'all. Well, I said y'all. Then I said y'all. And to be honest, people from different areas of the US will say y'all or y'all. Interesting. We'll have an accent battle. Don't worry, I'll fill in the 15 other ones. I still can't believe, Strawberry, I did that video and it got quite a few views of me stood there looking like a complete plank talking in a fucking French accent. What was I doing? It worked. Might have to do a follow-up some other time, but it's weird how some unexpected videos can do well and work out. Interesting. So, Strawberry, do you have anything planned for dessert? Anything in particular? Anything? Donna, since I had my coffee this morning, well, as long as you've not spilt it, then should be all good. What is Raf saying? I'm not watching. Well, the thing is, Carl, I don't know what I'm saying myself. So, but in regard to Kaden Pressy, in regard to when he went back to sleep, we're all hopeless today. Donna, don't be saying that. Don't be saying that, Donna Bond. You want to let down the frogs? You want to demotivate the frog population? You make them run away, hide into the waters. Do you think this frog wants to hear that attitude by you, Donna? Maybe that house has influenced you a little bit too much. Not quite under the influence as an old dog, maybe at times. It's cross-eyed, Donna. It's cross-eyed. It's having fucking side effects from an overdose of waffles, you twat. Yeah? Look at that poor frog. It needs to calm down. It's getting a bit crazy. Crazy frog. I'm the calm to most people's storms. Oh my God. Stop, Burgaus. That's really, really heartwarming. That's really wholesome. My goodness. You say that any more time, you're going to serenade all the fish and they'll be clapping and dancing in the sky. Wow. Strawberry, bloody ambulance. Not again, Strawberry. All you had to do was make a call. I would have picked you up myself if you did go over your ankle again. Raf, where are you? No, don't worry, I'll go for the ambulance instead. Why is that? Why the ambulance? Why not me? There we go, Donna. That's what it's all about. Don't be disappointing the frogs. Fucking hell. You can't move. Do you want me to pick you up? Is that what you need? Carry you about? Let me know. It's a good thing I've already done the exercise already today, so I've got a bit more extra strength. Milky Ways. Oh, what, the chocolate? Interesting. So to work out what Kaden Pressy may have seen or what he didn't see, listen, Raf, my food is a starter for you. Why the fuck am I biting my lip? God damn it. I've got very good self-control when it comes to swallowing liquid. That's one thing at least I can do. There we go, Donna. I put coffee M&Ms in my coffee. I didn't even know they existed. Put the extras in the bag down inside my brawl. What the fuck's a brawl? A bowl? I guess some spilled out. My fucking mouth tingling. And why is my fucking hair so shit? Why is it when I do live streams, the hair's always shit? When was it in the past? It was like, we were joking about a stylist. I don't know who the other stylist was. Well, they weren't even a stylist, to be honest, but they were appointed that role. Obviously, it didn't quite work out. Yeah, Strawberry. Such a mystery, isn't it? The biggest mystery is if food is the starter, what's the main course? What is the dessert? I'm very intrigued. Sometimes not everything needs to be expressed or described by words. The action paints the picture, does it not? Speaking of which, at this moment in time, the action with Kaden Pressy, might not be able to figure that out immediately, but to spread discussion and awareness that is possible. It is supposedly, well, I like trifle, so that's good then. That's good. Talk to you later. Take care, Burgau. Hopefully, another day or two, people come across this live stream, it'll be located in the live tab section on the channel. Don't know, let me refresh the Hope Plus. We have the maturity level 12-year-olds today. Oh my god, Donovan, it's so funny. Yeah, yeah. Wait, wasn't it that time, Strawberry, when I was doing a live stream and then it got towards the end and it was just 2 people watching? It was me and you. That was interesting. I'm surprised. Oh no, I'm already aching. Oh no, I've got to stretch. Oh yeah, you remember. I know it's like a public live, but I don't know. You'd think there'd be like other people present, and it was just us randomly there. I was in the shed as well, but it was early on. I think it was around Christmas or before, 2024. Didn't do many live streams, of course, but I don't know if I put the lampshade on my head in that one. I know I got it stuck on me once. But to ultimately know, besides whether Kaden went to sleep at 3 in the morning or 3:24, the earlier you could be more lenient on Kaden and say, well, he wouldn't have seen as much if events followed after that. But the time difference between the side-by-side rollover to the shower, was the urgency or not? Ultimately, what you need is for the material to be released, for the timestamps to be present, compare, contrast that hard evidence, then match it up to the hearsay of what Kaden may say in regard to what time he went to sleep, in regard more so to when he went back to sleep. If Kaden went back to sleep closer to the time of when Noah walked away, well, that means higher the chances of events taking place with Noah just before walking away, and Kaden should have seen or heard it. Kaden's never acknowledged it publicly. Could he have privately? Well, he didn't in the police interview of 2024. Would he have 2023? So things do need to be ticked off or filled out or cleared up, but there's a time and place for it. And I think the hard evidence, when possible, needs to come out. The comparisons, the analysis of it, the material in its own right, and then compared to what's been previously said. Jen, I've been on vacation with no cell service. I can't wait to watch everything I have missed. Welcome, Jen. The videos will always be here, so you'll be able to find them. Donna, I was on a mission, locked and loaded. Then all of a sudden, everyone says refs on. So now I've got more to remember what mission I was on. Interesting. Oh my Bob. Oh, I forgot what that meant. He is on fire today. Oh, what does Bob mean again? My memory's not doing too well. What does it mean? Something big. Blob. No, I can't remember. It's unfortunate that. Who's this person? Schlicky. Hey, hope your day's going well. It's been a very eventful day today. A lot of interesting moments. Very, very good. So welcome, Slicky. How are you? Ah, that one. Battery operated boyfriend. Yeah, there we go. It's a toy. So basically a sex doll. A blow-up doll. There we go. Mystery solved. Let's move on to the next case. God, we gotta be so careful with words. Do we? I bet that toy's a inflatable frog. Oh boy. Inflatable frog with a very long tongue. Do we have any other points before moving on then? Thank you. Welcome. I'm doing good, thanks. New to the channel, looking forward to the stream. That's good to hear. Depending what you're interested in, whether that be true crime, mysteries, missing person cases, ASMR, reviews, gaming, things like that, there are available on my channel on the playlist page. Handful of different material there. Currently covering the Noah Presgrove case from, I think, June of 2024 till now. Ooh. Wait, so has it come to the anniversary yet of me starting covering this case? So if it's June when I started, we're in June now. I think it might have been June the 1st when I did my first video on the Noah Presgrove case, maybe. So technically I've, done like a full year of covering the case almost every day. I didn't think about that. That's interesting. Donna, y'all X-rated up in here. I'm gonna cover my ears, too much for the delicate nature. Well, don't worry, Donna. If you feel numb, contact the local nun. I don't know, maybe if they're available. Tell me, wasn't Brylan Sweat supposed to be in the shower along with Noah, but Kaden said he was on another couch when he woke up at 2:42? I mean, who was the original? Who was the original to say about Brylan jumping in the shower? Carter Combs was one that said, oh, and one of Noah's best buddies jumped on in. To say best buddy sounds like best friend, and the only best friend we've ever heard mentioned was Jack Newton to Noah Presgrove. Kaden Pressy's best friend, Jack Newton. So I didn't think Noah had any of the best friends, just from how the titles and wording has been within this case community. Sure, Noah had other friends, but best friend, not really picked up on that. Okay. Still decent lighting, don't need to put the light on just yet. Doing good for time, probably at least an hour more, if not longer. I still have quite a few other points to mention. So I'll probably lock on in now. We've nearly got 30 people present. Welcome. I will catch up with some of the chat later, but I just want to focus in on some additional points now. That's okay. So with Mikey Lair, and these are like points mentioned from Facebook, comments, suggestions, questions and whatnot. Mikey Lair supposedly left the party before 3 in the morning of Monday. Carter Combs gave him a ride there, or maybe at least a ride back. More importantly, the timing of what time did Carter get back in order to be present for the shower in washing Noah. If we've got hard evidence, we can at least confirm what's going on in the scene. We can confirm who's present, and then we can confirm the time. Then you can compare the supposed claim and time of just before 3 in the morning, Mikey leaving, Carter assisting, going out to the town of Terrell, supposedly. Time getting back, work out the time difference from the footage of the shower to the original claim of leaving just before 3. And then maybe you can fill the dots in to figure out when other events may have occurred. But with the timing before 3 in the morning, before that, is that before or after 2:42? That's important. What needs to be acknowledged, to refer back to it, 2:42, Kaden wakes up, Brylan sleeping on furniture, Mikey on the floor. 5:15, the next time Kaden is woken up, Mikey switched places with Brylan. Why though, and at what time? So it'd have to be after 2:42. And if Kaden was to go to sleep, back to sleep at 3:20, and if Mikey had left before 3 in the morning, what time did he get back? Okay, you do what you need to do, Jam. That's all fine there. Just trying to work it out in regard to If Mikey had left before 3 in the morning, did at least Kaden see and witness that happening? For Mikey to leave or move about, it's unlikely for that time of Brylan to switch places with Mikey because Brylan wouldn't downgrade himself to sleeping on the floor. But likely afterwards, when Mikey has returned back to the party house, and at some point, some time between 2:42 to 5:15, Brylan has gotten up to go somewhere and Mikey has been awake or so to transition onto the chair for better comfort. What needs to be acknowledged there is misinterpreted as the guys went to sleep, and at 5:15 that Kaden had to wake them up, even though the door slammed loud enough, woke Kaden but not the guys. But Kaden also said earlier on that when he was going to sleep, the other guys were resting, and there's a difference between resting and sleeping. Resting, you're still awake, you're just relaxing your body, your eyes may be closed. In regard to what Jack claimed, even though he was asleep, supposedly, when he was woken up, he saw Mikey, and Mikey was classified as still awake. So that's interesting. But Jack can't make major observations there. If Jack's been asleep, Jack's not going to know how long Mikey's been awake for, or if he had ever gone to sleep at any point before that, earlier. From how Kaden words it, they were resting, but then also they were sleeping a bit later. Maybe sleeping, resting on and off, possibly. But what would have caused Brylan to get up, and at what point Mikey switching places? There's more chances, obviously. Common sense would mean if Mikey's not present, Brylan isn't going to switch to the floor. But if Brylan isn't present, Mikey's going to switch to the chair to sleep in. Better comfort. Donna Bond, none. Yes, that's what I said, Donna. If you feel a bit numb, contact the local nun. If in doubt, whip it out, ring the bell, and the nun will come running. Okay? Now, I know Strawberry said she was dry as a nun with a crutch. Why the fuck is a nun breaking her legs? Are they breaking the back as well? Are they that flexible? Clearly not if they're breaking it. So Strawberry, I hope you heal up, fix the crutch, and quench your thirst. Bless you. There we go. Wild times. Exactly. Brenda, what time was Noah, Jasmine, and a few of us seen playing beer pong? Noah, Jasmine Millan, Jack Newton at around 2:42 based on Kaden. See, this is the thing. The time of when Kaden was woken up for the first time is true, and it links with the hard evidence of Alicia's core log. But the details what Kaden gives, as in who he saw and what they were doing, that's just hearsay because it's just words, unfortunately. We don't have cameras. I guess there's no Snapchat post of the three individuals at least playing the beer pong at that time. If it was, it would complement Kaden so much more and go a long way. And it might even dispel the claim by Kaden what he saw of this after effects of the side-by-side roller and the timing of that as well. Welcome to anyone else that has joined and those that are watching in the background. If you want to rewind back, feel free to do so. But do we have hard evidence? Who was the first person to say that Brylan Sweat was the one that hopped into the shower with Noah? Carter, in her Facebook Messenger response, I think it was, or comment, said Noah's best buddy jumped on in. No name mentioned. So who mentioned the name of Brylan? Now, granted, it wouldn't surprise me. It would make sense, and it can link to Mikey. As in, at a certain time, if Brylan hopped on to get a shower with Noah, it meant the couch, the furniture was vacant, meaning if Mikey was half awake, resting, could get up, switch places, and sit down on the couch and rest. By the time Brylan gets back, he's got to sleep on the floor. Then 5:15, Kaden wakes up and realizes, oh, they've switched places. There we go. That would make sense, to be honest. Is anyone else watching? Let me know if you agree or not with that. And if that's all true, it's just working out the time of when it could have happened. Where did you read Brylan was in the shower with Noah? That's a key point, because I've never seen it myself. Only said by the general public online, and that's not good enough. We need to know where it truly came from in the first place. Is this another situation of the, oh, no, Presgrave had shredded fingers and it's mentioned in the autopsy, even though the autopsy never mentioned it? Carter would have to come back from taking Mikey to help shower Noah. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we had the timestamps, the material, you could compare and contrast a lot better. Oh yeah, are you warm, Strawberry? Let me know. This frog's giving me the evil looks by the side of me. Is Donna Bond present still? Put that out there. Oh, I need to go in disguise or incognito. Always put this on as well. But the last time I tried that, it ended up falling off. Oh yeah, Donna Bond, welcome. This is not Warlight Ref. Strawberry's warm. That's good to see. If you need any extra warmth, just say. The glasses are broken and they're a little wonky. In my opinion, sounds like some of Kaden's memories sound an awful like bits and pieces of what others have said. Didn't Kaden Pressy mention in the police interview transcript that he ended up hearing a lot, or there was a lot going on in the background? Oh my God, I can't unsee some things. Do tell, Strawberry, this is not a laughing matter. What can you not unsee? Come on, Strawberry, speak up. What tends to happen there is eventually when I start talking, it ends up falling off. This time it seems to be glued onto my nose. But thanks again, Strawberry, for allowing me to borrow your glasses. Really high quality. Your glasses and nose. I'm sorry. You don't like my nose? It's not just hair that you comment on when out and about. Focusing on the nose jobs, enhancements. There we go. At least Slicky appreciates the glasses. That's good to know. There's no lenses within them, but, you know, my imagination can fill that in. Ultimately, we'll see how long they stay on for until they fall off. And surprisingly, I can still breathe, which is good. What else do we have? Okay, so I mentioned about the chair situation. There we go. Linda. I think my glasses are kind of similar to Linda's as well. There we go. There we go. I've got some special Swedish designer glasses right now. High end. Brenda, how did Brylan Sweat get to the party on Sunday? There's some people inquiring if there was a Mustang, or is that with another party guest? Whether it's red or blue. Probably would have mentioned of that at some point. Interesting. The other few points, what we move on to, even our noses are similar. Are they really? There we go. All I need is some long hair. Strawberry. Yes. Hey, Strawberry. Can you just stand behind me for a second and, you know, drape some of your long black hair over my head so it runs down the side of me, because I just need to angle my face a little bit, and then I might look like, almost like, I don't know, Linda's twin. Yeah, Strawberry, can you just layer some hair on me? Yeah? Don't worry, I don't mind if it's wet. Just layer it upon me. I'll turn my head slightly. Do I look like Linda? Kind of close? Maybe? Litley says, I don't see anything different with the ref nose. Yep, it's all fine, working order. Not much has changed. Kaden said he was left with the girls on Sunday until others returned. Mikey rode with Noah engaged. Supposedly, yeah. Yeah, so the context behind Kaden left with the girls, that will be after breakfast time on Sunday, when they all went out to Warwick, a gas station, got some food, all returned back. Kaden and girls dropped off. They watched movies, and then the rest of the guys went out back into town. As in regard to what they did, I'm not too sure about that. So in regard to, you know, what people got up to, because there was that mention of Caleb Newton as well, Jack's father tagging along with him, went out. Donna's back. We got Randy Clark, welcome. So who kills that young man? That emoji lately is rather dodgy looking. I know it's a nose, but I don't know what's YouTube doing. I've heard a couple of different stories about Brylan getting to the party. Interesting. My eye's gone all dry all of a sudden. Need moisturising or something. Might have to turn the light on in a little bit or so. It's getting rather dark. Oh, what's that, strawberry? You want the curtains, yeah? There you go. Did I say we would allow that? I don't think so. Not yet. The curtains can be drawn later. After dark. Ref, after dark. Brenda, here's my point. Mikey, Isaac and Brylan Sweat rode back to Duncan with Kaden on Monday. Fair enough. So how did Sweat and Isaac get back to the party on Sunday night? Yeah. To get there Sunday night, to remain there till Monday, and then to leave. To get there in the first place, they relied on someone, you would think, or we didn't know about that. The fact that they had to rely on someone to get back home, and the chance of getting there in the first place, like taxi service, is likely. Unless, because you had the exception with Breely, Georgia's friend, who drove down Georgia as passenger, getting to the party. They were drunk or got drunk. And then when they were going to leave Monday at around 2 or so, supposedly, Breely, too drunk to drive. Breely's sisters came on down. One drove her car. The other sister used their car to drive Breely, Georgia back, or as far as they could until the highway situation with Alicia and Melissa. So sometimes you can go somewhere in your own vehicle, but leave in somebody else's because you're too drunk to drive yourself. But then the question would be, who got a hold of their cars then to get them back to the owners, if that even did happen, and doesn't seem to be the case. Who was it that led a screenshot out, leaked a screenshot out of a conversation he was having with someone saying, "Don't worry, Kaden's working for us," in the background? Well, isn't that Justin Roy? Or conversation with Justin? Well, yeah, Justin said that. There's another screenshot or post where Justin at some point in the past said, Kaden Pressy is telling the truth 70%. So what? The remaining percentage is a lie? Was it 30%'s a lie? 30%'s hidden? What's that all about? Interesting. I'm just going to stretch just a little bit. I'm getting a bit achy. The glasses are on the floor. Welcome to anyone else that's joined or people that have ran away. Where are we on the notes? So what I do want to acknowledge is some points by Justin, what's come about in recent time. In quotes, Justin, only vocal person was Jack Newton, and the only one to attack Jack was Donna Bond and 2 fake accounts that attacked Jack. Take in mind, that's not what I'm saying. That's what Justin had said at some point on Facebook. How true is that? Oh, we got Sadie. Why didn't they take their own guns home? It's true. And what I'd like to know is, when it comes to the amount of firearms that were present, it's worded by some, exaggerated. There was lots of firearms, and yet Kaden's only ever mentioned Isaac Rojas' 12-gauge shotgun, Brylan Sweat's hunting rifle, and Jack's AR-15. 3 firearms. Where's the rest? And simple question, never got an answer. No one ever answered how many firearms were actually present. Would we ever find out? I don't know why, but my hair's magically gone into place slightly. It'll just self-adjust. When I wake up, different hairstyle every day. But when in the right hands, the hairstyle will be tamed accordingly. Okay. So just to analyse it, Justin had said at one point the only vocal person was Jack Newton, or maybe besides Kaden was Jack Newton. How true is that? To some extent, I'd probably say, yeah, I get it, because when it's not Kaden, before that, it was all about Jack and people critiquing, analysing Jack because Jack was doing interviews here and there. Jack was doing some posts here and there. Jack was doing some Facebook messages, private ones, which were leaked after. So that's where we got the material from. Strawberry, Ref, your hair looks good. Appreciate that. Not as good as yours. Donna, thank you, George. I knew I seen it somewhere. We might bring that up. Depends what screenshots we look at, but they are on, I think, the ARC page recently. In the last day or so. Maybe a handful of them have been done by Mike. You're welcome, Strawberry. I mean, you, Strawberry, with your profile pictures, every single one is on point. And I can visually remember the previous ones as well. The different angles, the way your teeth was half shown, really good. What else? 2 fake accounts. So Justin is saying that Jack was only ever attacked by Donna Bond. I find that hard to believe because the handful, the amount of people that in some ways were attacking Jack, it depends how you define the term attack. Oh God, what is it, Strawberry? What's happened now? What, my memory? What I can remember? Wow. Just trying to think, what profile pictures did I have before my current one? I think it was just of like a black circle with like weird patterns. Oh, is that Sam? Well, just as a heads up, Strawberry, you know, okay, my memory is really good, but you don't need a good memory when looking at someone like you because your looks are memorable, etched within. Cannot forget you, cannot forget that smile or those eyes of yours, no chance. Jam is back in time. I think I might put the light on now because I don't know how dark it is for other people. On my screen, it's bright enough, but it depends if it's getting dark, unless you like it dark. If people like it dark, I'll keep the light off for now. Just let me know, and then I can make adjustments. So welcome to any new people that are present, those that are joining the live stream. What time are we on at this moment? 21:25, not too bad. You're welcome, Strawberry. Sam. Jack Newton has been attacked by more than one person. Kaden Pressy as well. Justin seems to single things out at times, neglects. Because like how Justin says there's only one victim in the case and that's Noah. There's multiple down the line. In the original case, the beginning, yes, Noah is the only proper victim, but then it's the damage and the effects it has on the others. Done a bits and pieces, I guess he forgives those men at OHP who have put together thousands, 10,000 puzzle pieces upside down for years. The other point to mention, a certain theme in the case, is to do with Sunday after the breakfast going into the afternoon time. It was more of a quote by some, I guess maybe on the army page recently, possibly, or more so in the past. It's a fact that Noah Presgrave was begged to come back. Well, it seems like there's some kind of fact that, yeah, Noah contacted to come back, maybe because people missed him or just wanted him to be back. Others believe it in more sinister ways. But do we have like hard evidence or proof of a level of desperation? When you're desperate, you will do anything to get what you want. When you're desperate, not only do you want it, you need it. That might mean changing your actions, changing your words, your approach. In terms of a party, in terms of Noah not being present there at some point, why would people be desperate to have Noah back? So they can do something to him? In some ways, I know people have said, well, if Noah didn't return back, he'd still be alive till this day. Well, technically, yeah, but for as long as Noah attends parties, there's always that chance that it could go wrong at a later point. Strawberry says, everyone, don't forget to hit the like button, so important. Appreciate that. Big shout out to Strawberry for the support. Donna, Justin is a tosser. I don't fake account. I run my mouth from my page under my one and only name. Yeah. So there is a bit of an obsession and a pattern and trend with people constantly calling out fake accounts, fake accounts, fake accounts. I should know a thing or two about fake accounts because I came across it in the past. More so impersonation accounts, but the fake accounts stood out because of the behavior, the language, the wording, and it tended to be mostly negative, right? You can get a default account, which is a genuine person. They've just not filled in their profile, their username properly, or channel art, or whatever page they've got. They've created an account because they needed an account to access the material, to leave comments, to view material. What I will do, I'm just going to bring the camera a bit closer, if that's a bit better. George says, me neither. Interesting. Do I think that Noah Strawberry, don't forget you're me. If I'm you, in terms of the food intake, I'm surprised I'm still alive. But there's no way I could be like Strawberry, you know, in terms of the creativity, the mind, you know, the intelligence, the looks. I can't impersonate Strawberry. It's not possible, right? I can't even match I'm not as posh. I don't quite have the same accent. No, I don't think so. But why would people always jump to the conclusion of, oh, well, that person's impersonating this, that person's impersonating that? What good does it do? You know, if people actually used common sense, they'd think, well, you got a YouTuber, a creator present. Are they going to have the time to start creating alternative accounts and doing all that side stuff? Strawberry, sorry, Raf, I meant I don't exist. You're me. I know, I do understand. I understand what you're saying. I mean, to be honest, because of how amazing you are, Strawberry, it's hard to believe that you do exist, if that makes sense. But, you know, you are real, and I'm lucky to know you. So, what else do we have? True or false? Begged to come back. A form of begging. Oh no. Not Vanessa. Oh no. Oh goodness. Wait, I don't know if you remember or if you saw it, Strawberry, but Vanessa at one point in a group chat was posting photos of a topless waiter with more muscle than me, but it was supposedly a fake account under them or something. And other people ever since exposed it and said Vanessa Salazar used a topless waiter and an interest in them to try and make me jealous. I don't know if you heard about that, Strawberry, but that's supposedly what had happened previously, which is a bit unusual, a bit random. If you need a top-up, Strawberry, I can pour some in your... I don't know if you drink from the bottle or not. I didn't. Well, yeah. Supposedly. I don't know as a fact, but supposedly. Do all true crime cases bring out the unstable? Yes. True crime cases also bring out all the ex and felons and ex-criminals as well. Like a gangster's paradise, maybe because people relate, so that's why they get drawn to some cases. And it often doesn't end well. We've got Tim Daniel present. So what happens when the most stable individual meets the most unstable? That's pretty simple. You got a waiting room, and the doctor's door is open, always. Please, step on in, take a seat, unwind. What's on your mind? Okay, catching up with chat. A bit more steady tonight, able to keep up better. If Jack Newton... Oh, we got EJ Ball. Lizzie, if I'm correct. Welcome back, EJ. Present again. Strawberry, been there, done that. Oh, what? What have you done, Strawberry? Do tell. It would make some sense of Jack kind of begging Noah to come back, because when it's your best friend, someone you care about to an extent. That's true, Strawberry. But, you know, as you know, very clear, you're no longer in the waiting room, are you? There's no waiting whatsoever. But in regard to Jack, best friend, to Noah, there's going to be a level of care. You're having a good time, but your best friend isn't there. It's like, oh, wish you were here. Would be so much better if you were. A level of desperation or a level of persuasive language, maybe, emotional language used, but at the end of the day, we've not seen or heard the call made or any text exchange, so we're not going to know the tone of voice. The tone of voice is what matters most. Text-based goes only so far, doesn't always convey an emotion, can lead to misunderstandings. It just happens. But will the call ever be released between Jack and Noah? And was Noah reluctant to return back, or was Noah willing to return back? Yeah, you can say it's a turning point, because if you put it simply, if Noah hadn't returned back, he would still be alive. But what happens in the future with any other parties the weekend after? The weekend after that, same thing could have still happened, the outcome, depending on the situation and cause of death, of course. The other thing that was mentioned somewhere on Facebook, a comment, I think, made a screenshot of it where Justin was referring to no blood on the scene, at the scene, which is weird. Exaggerated again. Common occurrence in this case, community exaggeration, exaggerative language to sensationalize it, to hammer home a point, a agenda. It sounds better, sounds good, but not as natural, is it? Because it has been described that there was blood at the scene. Maybe not enough from the general public's perspective, but it was described as there was a pool of blood near to nowhere, maybe some splashes in between or so. The only thing that I will mention, when it came to that red mark along the highway, which was supposedly a stain, which was there long before the Noah Presgrove case, but it was circled as a piece of evidence and it was covered on Daily Mail, and it was all marked out with chalk. And yet, it was not cleared up properly or publicly. That's incompetent, I would say. More should have been done. Just as a heads up, can people still see me on screen? If it's a bit too dark, I'll put the light on. It's okay for me, I can see myself. I mean, I'm pretty pale, so I'm going to stand out like a bloody nightstick. But if it's a bit too dark, I'll always put the light on. You just let me know. So I think Justin saying there was no blood at the scene is incorrect. Right, so people can see me. That's good to know. Don't know where Carl is. Carl's got a bit busy. Okay, another point mentioned by Justin at some point, and this, it's dark but can see. Well, that's good then. You'll always be able to see. Yeah, a nightstick. What's that? Oh, ending up at some kind of rave, night rave. Ref and his nightsticks. Wait, hold on. Wait, is a nightstick one of those police weapons? Oh shit, was I supposed to say glow stick? Oh fuck. I messed that one up. What am I doing with a nightstick? Sorry, I must have been borrowing some of your items, Strawberry. So a key point that was mentioned by Justin at some point in a Facebook Messenger conversation, which is quite shocking how it's worded, whether it's a theory or a concept. Raf, you're 6'10". You wouldn't need one. Well, I appreciate and approve of your confidence within me. Yeah, very. Very tall. Very strong. So my mind's kind of gone elsewhere. Yeah, so Justin Roy had said 2 semi-trucks staged everything, supposedly. The first truck saw Noah, stopped and called 911. The second truck was the staged hit and run and never got to do it. Do what? Stage it? Holy shit, I solved it. Called for a semi to stage everything. The Will Coxon truck. What? That sounds shit, to be honest. What's that all about? Okay, take care, Jam. Tim Daniel, right, Jason Martin was what they told me. Who is Jason Martin and how are they caught up within it all? Gary Graves. Well, Gary Graves, that supposed individual, an account with that name at least on YouTube, left a comment. Can't remember what it was about now. And I think Alicia responded and there wasn't much of a follow-up after that. We've got to acknowledge that a person may have the same first name and last name as somebody else out there in this world. I'm sure there'll be another person out there in this world with the same name as me, and so on. Different people. Always got to acknowledge that. Staging everything as a hit and run. Well, yeah, Justin has mentioned that before, but the reference of trucks and semi-trucks. Jason Martin married to Josie Martin, Stevie Howard's sister. Connected through that. Feels like a reach from the perspective of those that are trying to accuse certain named individuals like that as being tied up in the case. Because really, isn't it about the party goers? Tim, they needed a Jason name to deflect from the heart of the supposed Jason Burns nutless message saying my nephew tried to revive Noah. What, in the ice bath? I saw a comment about that. Brenda, in my opinion, he made the comment about semi-drivers staging the scene because of discrepancies in description of trucks. What discrepancies were they? I'm trying to remember. And which trucks then? Are we talking about the pair of two trucks that were there on Kaden's timeline? The service truck, semi-truck, or the second wave, which would be the Tyler H, the Tyler Hardy. Makes you wonder if George's dad made it to the roadside too. George's father is Jason Burns. So George's father, Jason Burns, George's mother, Melissa. Right? Now, at least when it came to the story of picking up Georgia or down the highway somewhere, it was Melissa and Alicia. Just those two. The Georgia car parade, what, down the highway? There's a lot of obscure and cryptic things in a way, it feels. We're nearly at 2,200 hours. I'll see how I am for time and see what notes that are left, and then we'll go from there. Just to add on, what's this point mentioned? Kaden described the service truck and semi-trailer different than what Tyler 1 and Tyler 2 were driving. Fair enough, yeah. So based on those descriptions, it comes across as if different descriptions would mean different times. More true to what Kaden saw compared to what others saw after. They're at different times, but for Kaden to say, well, Mikey was with me, but Mikey was actually at the house at that time, 5:27, doesn't look good on Kaden's timeline, cast doubt and other things along the way. Was there any point where Kaden's description of trucks was linkable? Okay, Tyler H, Tyler Hardy, a semi-truck, and a Ford F-150 pickup truck. But what about 6 in the morning onwards? 6 in the morning onwards, at least a semi-truck present, and at least a service truck present. Cash Allsup. Is it possible that what Kaden described, although there's discrepancies with his description of vehicles compared to when the Tyler H and the Tyler Hardy was there, what Kaden was actually describing was 6 in the morning onwards when the service truck was present? Maybe? I don't know. Lots of people on the road within 30 minutes of no walking off. Melissa, Alicia, Breely, Sister 1, Sister 2, Georgia, who else? Yeah, it's kind of important that acknowledging the traffic of people down that highway, specifically north or coming down south. Melissa, Alicia, Breely, Sister 1, Sister 2 to Breely and Georgia. But the timing of all of that is what, 3:15 or before? As long as it's before 3:15, it doesn't matter that much because Noah walked away at 3:30. So really, when it comes to the level traffic of people down that highway, strangers or not, passing on, visiting, whatever. If you got key people driving down that highway at 3:30 onwards, that's when it really matters most. Strawberry, are you still there? Do you need a tea making or not? Too many cars dispatched to pick up one drunk girl. Well, Breely's sister and other sister, one driving down to pick the girls up who were too drunk to drive. But Breely had a vehicle at the house, so you need another person to drive that back. That makes sense. Melissa and Alicia primarily coming on down because Kaden failed to do his job and requirement of looking out for Georgia at the party. So that's when Melissa and Alicia stepped on in. Melissa and Alyssa only found out that there was movement with Georgia in that other car when they're coming down the highway at some point, and Melissa had to make the call and say, hey, can you pull over? So yeah, a handful of people, but not all in sync with one another. They didn't know each other was coming, if that makes sense. Okay, Strawberry, do you need any refreshments, George? Yes, the time kept on changing to react to more details being clarified. Okay. Wow, it's going so dark, isn't it? My hair's disappearing because my hair's black as well. Okay. Yeah, the other shocking point by Justin Roy, along the lines of what he thinks, but sounds quite bold. Justin at one point in a messenger said that, and this is Justin Roy, looks like Caleb Newton deals drugs or guns, and Zachary Wright, a part of police, covering for him. And that Noah Presgrove knew something about it, and with the girl situation, it set it all off, premeditated, and Noah was killed. What? Drug dealing? Firearm trade? Zachary Wright in on it, as Justin had said at one point? All this wackiness all over the place, jumping about like monkeys, it makes it sound like some kind of action movie, but in a very unnatural, forced way. Is it necessary? What good does it do? Yeah, it's a strong statement, Brenda. Jumping in on Caleb, dealing drugs and guns, or one or the other. Zachary Wright covering up for him. So what? Noah Presgrove finds out about it, but how? How does Noah find out about it? And why would the girl situation, what girl situation? Something to do with Carter? Something to do with Avery? Sets it all off, tip of the ice, well, cherry on top, the trigger point. So what, is it linking back to the accusation, the claim of Jack Newton, because Jack linked to Caleb, it's his father. Noah finds out about what Caleb's supposedly done, so Jack's like, oh, Noah can't know about this, or we need to silence him. It just seems so over the top in a way. Move on to some other notes. I'm going to turn the light on now because my eyes are going to be messed up probably afterwards. Give me a second. Got my neck's all crunched. Not that one. My eyes aren't playing up this time. I thought the eyes would have been really messy. Not much going on outside. At least it's not too noisy. I'll go over there. Welcome to anyone else that has joined. Yeah, so what we do also need to acknowledge, I'll just go back over. Yeah, the conspiracy theories are a bit over the top. Oh yeah, sure, Strawberry. What's the question? Let me know. Ooh, just the neck. Loosened up. Yeah, nice bright now. As far as the eyebrows weren't aching. Where is my sister Strawberry on the wall? Currently it's in the wardrobe because it kept falling off. And ended up falling behind the table and it was getting a bit battered. Don't forget Justin saying Caleb paid Zach 400,000 so he can buy some land in Colorado. Sounds really far-fetched again. So Zachary writes response to Justin. Oh, wow. So we're learning new things as we go along right now. There's a lot of depth, still things untouched. I should be able to stick the thing back up. You want me to stick it up right now, Strawberry? Let me know. I can put it back up, or at least try to, if it will stick. Yeah. So we've already covered this on my channel previously with the actual screenshot, but Zachary writes response to Justin at one point through, I think it might have been iMessage, text base. No cover up by LE, no one's been paid off. You, Justin, saying I'm friends with people down there and being paid off is disrespectful. If you don't know something, it's best not say anything at all instead of spreading misinformation. So even a police guy is calling Justin for misinformation. It doesn't sound good when you got a person of authority calling out Justin Roy. And it's not an attack on Justin, it's just relaying what's been said by some key people out there. Oh, big shout out to John Doe, present once again, that's good. It's okay, tomorrow we'll do. Okay. Yeah. Would you say, Strawberry, that your design back there is colourful enough? Or do we need a better one? Or a bigger one? Would you like a bigger one, Strawberry? What else do we have? Justin claims of viewing a video in October of 2023, something to do with the highway footage, but no description given. I think that's been covered. Oh, okay. That's good then. And it was hand done as well, so more effort put in, of course. Of course. The reference of Donna's house once again. I think I did a previous video about that. The screenshots by Justin at some point. Post, I think, by Bergau on Facebook in recent time, or a comment at least, besides Justin, a person called Jamie Cooney, that's how you say it, or Coney. We got Cleo present, welcome. Jamie had seen the shorts removal video supposedly. How and why them of all people. Donna's response, and maybe Donna is present now, but if not, a rough response, roughly quoted with what Donna said was, no one viewed a video at my house except Donna and a sister, supposedly. Justin is basically lying, supposedly. Others want to think it's the same supposed video as Kathy Bingham shown to Alicia, but it's not. Kathy, crazy, no such video. And also from what's been said since, with what Kathy Bingham had and showed to Alicia, it wasn't a video, it was a live photo, which is a photo with a bit of animation within it, like a second width of it, a slight motion like that on repeat. Still important if it's a form of media and it's of the highway, of course, and trying to understand, figure out who took it and whatnot. The video, though, can reveal more. But I guess it's one of those things, if it does exist or other stuff, super important things are just not going to be public. But, you know, there is other material out there of events which are before the death, which have not been released. But like with the shower footage, when it came to people online claiming that they've seen it and it was posted public, then it was taken down. Does anyone at least know who posted it in the first place online, or do we not know? And what was the motive of that? So, in terms of that, the notes are done for today. I'm just looking at the time. If there's any additional questions, whatever that may be, it doesn't have to be about the case, it could be about a range of different things. If you've got any questions, any unusual things, whatever, feel free to do so. Or even if it's to do with the case, points made. And then after that, or if not, I can maybe do like a bit of a countdown or so. There's only so much that can be talked about, in fairness. If anyone has joined late, you can always rewind back to the beginning. Just give it a few minutes or so. Welcome to anyone in the background that has joined late. A bit quieter tonight compared to the last one. How's the frog? You're doing all right, I think. Would you say so? He looks happy. Yeah, he's doing really well. Very flexible. How flexible that is. Way. Spin it around. Oh, well, he's not okay now. He's fallen on the floor. Oh, out of nowhere. Tim Daniel, big shout out. Will it let me reply to it? Well, no, it doesn't. That's unfortunate. But big shout out to Tim Daniel. Says, thank you for keeping the conversation going, Graf. Much appreciated. We'll be doing other videos as well. Standard ones. Continue that on tomorrow. Provide context if I can. Tick things off the list so it doesn't pile up too much. And then, once that's out of the way, I can do a separate video of a mashup of comments made by Kaden, I believe, in which there was a request of that recently on the ARC page where it said, if anyone's got comments by Kaden, put them all here. And that's what was done. Not all of them, but a handful, and maybe some that have not been seen before or forgotten about. Do a little focus video on that, see if there's any themes that can come from it, but just got to get one thing done bit by bit. Ooh, and the hip then cracked. I've got dodgy hips. My right hip always pops when I lift my leg up. Not that I lift my leg up much. Did you know, Strawberry, that I'm actually quite flexible? I'm actually quite flexible with my legs. More so with kicking, of all things. Oh shit, yeah. I'll have to show you, oh, you do. You do. How do you know? So, looks like it's interesting how when it comes to live streams, people seem to be on good behaviour as well, compared to live premieres when it's chaotic. Oh, Tim Daniel, the face palm. It's quite a good face palm emoji, that, but my hand looks massive. It's bigger than my head. Interesting. Don't ask that question. Okay. I'll work it out myself. It won't take that long to work out, will it? When people say, oh, ask questions, yeah. There is a good idea if I ask questions. You're not. Is that so? Why do I send strawberry that when you say that you're trying to keep a very straight face, but it's not possible to do so? Well, flexible or not, there's always a way around it. Yeah, that's the thing, strawberry. I can't visually see you, but I can sense that face of yours. Hey, strawberry. Yeah, I can transition on the spot. So we've been going for however long. I was waiting for you to call bollocks. Well, you know, strawberry, some of us like to swear a lot, and others, I like to use appropriate wording, you know. I don't like to lower myself too much. I like to maintain a good level of integrity, honesty, and innocence, you know. When I see things, when I'm calling stuff out, use nice wording. Excuse me, strawberry. Really? Is that so? Bollocks. Really? Classy, hey Ralph, welcome, Horse Whisperer, present again. So, the other thing what I could just briefly talk about, extremely so. Okay, Strawberry, maybe you can elaborate to me once I finish this live stream. You think you can do that for me? Yeah? Not too much, is that? Yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to highlight is how people, oh, that's good then. Okay, I'll be waiting. Won't be too long now, all right? But within this case of Noah Presgrave, I would say that there's been a level of gatekeeping. I mean, an example would be the Travis Monson screenshot, which just simply said what day he was there, what day he was not. It's been talked about in the community. People have had it shared and in the background privately, I guess by Justin, but not revealed public. But probably it should have been made public, I guess. Would have set the records straight, would have made it a lot clearer and easier. Instead of just hearing it from what someone else says, from what someone had seen themselves, but the general public just made to just nod their heads and say, yes, we'll take the word for it. Not good enough. Hard evidence, horse's mouth, if it's available, to some extent, as long as it doesn't harm the case, it should be revealed public, simple as. And other people couldn't get the job done. As soon as I come across a screenshot and it's possible, I do a video, spread the awareness, there you go, done. Ticked off the list, move on. So when in the right hands by the right people, it's not gatekept. I don't believe in gatekeeping information in a case. If there's material, evidence, news that needs to be released, it will be. Even if it solves a mystery, which I thought was interesting, it just needs to get done. George, a lot of things Ellie should have done, thinking we'll hear something in the next couple of months. Welcome, Keith. Okay, so I think I've mentioned enough there, highlighted what I needed to say. Probably rest shortly. I might just do a countdown now, acknowledge any final points, any additional questions, anything else in between, and then call it a night, okay? So start from 20 once I've had a sip. Hmm. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Appreciate that, Brenda. More videos to come soon. Yes, strawberry. You too. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, blast off. So take care, Classy and EJ. You too, Cleo. I'd say goodnight to you, Strawberry, but I'll be seeing you very shortly. So if anyone wants to rewind back, you can do so. If you want to check out my previous videos, they'll be on my main channel page. And we'll see what happens next. If there's any more twists and turns. For now, my name's Warlike Ref. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Good night for now. Oh, what's that, Strawberry? Yes. I was just about to hit the end button then. Oh, bloody hell, now Keith's going on about the green beans. Oh, no. What have you done, Strawberry? You're amazing. I appreciate that. It takes one to know one. You're amazing as well. What a train passing on through. Okay. Bloody green beans. Green beans. Okay. Yes. What is it, Strawberry? My lips have gone very dry now. Actually, they were dry from the start, to be honest. Do you feel the train? What, when it's passing by? Sometimes when the train's passed by, it kind of makes things shake or rattle, like the door or something in the background, like a little ticking sound, a bit annoying. But it's not that bad. And to be honest, it's nice to listen to during the night. The only time when it is a pain is when there's railway workers on the line cutting trees and stuff with loud saws, and it can go on for maybe a few hours or so, and you're trying to sleep. That's a pain. Or when you got like a burglar alarm, which is making that high pitch bleep sound. And when you go to sleep, it bleeps or makes a noise, or a car bleep. And it's obviously every so many seconds or minutes. I live next to railroad tracks. The whole house shakes. Oh boy. But yeah. And the thing is, Strawberry, with my hearing, I'm not joking, but I've got like cat hearing. I've got really sensitive hearing, so I can pick up and hear a lot, even from distance as well. So I pick up on the smallest of sounds, even like with breathing and really everything. Even if it's like quiet breathing, I can hear that too. And because of where I am, it's like near like a flight path, so a lot of planes fly over. Ref, you do with my talking. Which talking are we talking about? The loud or the soft and quiet? Which one? Trying to watch a movie or something. Well, I guess classy, if you're watching an action movie and the TV shakes, it might add to the experience, like you're in a cinema. Both, really. Well, what I would say, Strawberry, in terms of your voice, yeah, both are good. I do like your quieter voice more. Kind of matches mine in a way, which is nice. But I guess if it's like wacky moments, yeah, loud. I guess the real question is, how loud could I be? And I mean like in normal situations, like how loud? I'm not too sure. I guess it depends on the adrenaline or the hype level. I could get possibly very loud. Might burst an eardrum depending on what pitch I hit the boom bass sound. That can be heard over some distance. I've done that before. Guess it just depends as well, like energy levels. When the energy levels are there we go. I think so. What, in terms of voice tones matching? I think so, as in maybe being loud. Yeah, maybe. Hum. What does that mean? Yeah, so at the moment, during this live stream, we're kind of in overtime at the moment. I wonder why. Oh, depends. Ooh, that word. Depends. Is that Sam? But sometimes, because I can talk pretty quiet, just because that's how it is, people often are like, sorry, can you repeat that? And then when I say it again, I've got to say it a bit louder, but then I sound like I'm saying it in a sarcastic way, and I'm not trying to. Your fault. Oh, naughty. Naughty individual. Very naughty. Very. Oh, here we are. I've got all kinds of bits and bobs about me, including this item right here. And to be honest, if I had the Wi-Fi box next to me right now, I would have done it beforehand, wouldn't I? I am your fault. Strawberry. Strawberry, look at me when I'm talking to you. If you are my problem, it's a good thing that I am the solution to it. Indeed. I'm sorry. Yes, I forgot. You're a padlock, aren't you? A padlock upon a chest. Who knows what's within? I guess I just so happen to be the key. Yep. Take care, Cleo. God, there's still 21 or 19 people watching. I'm thinking, what the fuck is this person talking about? There we go. Do you want any bedtime stories or any ASMR? No, best not, because I'll probably end up putting you to sleep, and do we want that? Probably not. 2:14, bloody hell. I'll try another countdown. Maybe I can do that, unless it's hijacked. 20, 19, 18. R. Wait, R to what, though? 18, 19. Wait, I'm counting upwards. Fuck, you got me counting backwards now. Damn it. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh no, Lisa now. Where's my sister Strawberry on your wall? Make me laugh out loud. Well, I guess I could stick it up now. Oh goodness, we're gonna get a mob now. We're gonna get a petition. Someone's gonna sign a petition, change.org. Free the strawberry. Might not be the only thing that's freed. Hold on a second. I'll go and fetch it. Where's it at? Where is it? Which one did I put in? Was it this one here? Is that a bit better? Is that a bit better? How does it look now? Does it look better, or does it just need adjusting a little bit? Wait, hold on a minute. Lisa has the kettle or the teapot as the profile picture. Strawberry likes tea. We'll use Lisa as the teapot, fill her up with water, make sure the end doesn't burst off. Oh no. Well, that can be adjusted. Don't go anywhere. Looks good? What, me? Or, hold on. Oh, really fine. Oh, God. Oh, shit, it's stuck on now. There we go. It's ended up like chewed off some of the shit on it. Where's the other bit of tape gone? Maybe. It doesn't, it looks a bit messy. There we go. It's all resolved. See? Wait, what's happened now? I was making sure I've not missed anything in the chat. Thought that was Rob Dorfman for a second. Oh, no. What does that mean? Is it because of the top, the fitting? Was it a bit too tight? Don't worry. I've got tighter ones. Oh, yeah, Tim. Yeah, tight tops. Well, I would call them more fitted, but there we go. Yeah, so what I would say, Tim Daniel, is at one point in the past, their names, their last names, I didn't think they were called Dorfman. I thought they were called Dorkman. Strawberry. Andy, you covered my strawberry. I won't forget. I'm sure you won't, because I know you've got a very good memory when it comes to me doing certain stuff. Well, you can express yourself shortly, can't you? Dork, man. Well, that's what I thought. I thought that's what they were called, dorks. I didn't know they were called Dorf, but good thing I didn't say at the time. Before September this year? I don't think so, me personally. Okay, back to the countdown again. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Yes, strawberry. I'll give you time to type, of course. I'm just stretching this band because it's got like a resistance one. I forgot what it's for. Oh, it's exercise, isn't it? You're supposed to stand on it and then pull it up. Not bad. I have to try it more. Take care, Tim. You ignored my comment. No, I didn't. What comment did I ignore? You covered my strawberry. I won't forget. I did say that. I know you won't forget because you've got a good memory when it comes to certain stuff. Well, I've uncovered it now. Okay? And anyway, Little Miss Strawberry. Yes, you can roll your eyes. Oh, you gave me the middle finger. How very dare you? What good do you think comes from that, giving me the middle finger? Don't be doing it too close. I might bite it. I'm sure you don't want to be bitten, do you? Yeah? A lot of memory serves one. The memory may only serve one, but the meal laid out can serve two. It depends if you want to eat in or eat out. Countdowns. How many countdowns have we done today? Probably 9, 10. Let's not start throwing fingers around. No, we don't want to be doing the gang signs. Don't want to be doing that. But speaking of which, I can do one thing with my hands. And I'll show you in just a second. You're too adorable. Oh, strawberry, stop. You're going to make me. How do I do it now? I'll do the snake. Can't remember how I do it. Something like that. That. Bend the fingers back. There you go. We got the snake. Gotta twist my bloody wrist about. There you go. You like snake, strawberry? Like a big snake? There you go. Not too bad. Yeah. Impressed? Yeah. Is it good? That twang. Oh, fucking hell, that was a bit loud. Shit. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I forgot the wall's hollow. Loud bang. Oh no. So my glasses have fallen off. I've whacked the wall. I mean, there could be other things that are louder. Very dangerous, this item. Got a banana to the side of me. I remember when I used to do my live streams in the past, I had a bit of a blackout at one point because I dropped the torch on the ground. All the batteries fell out the back end and I was fiddling about on the ground trying to look for them while my live stream was still going. That was funny. Those are the cleanest fingernails on a man I've ever seen. You need to go out and dig a hole or something. Wait, do I have clean nails? Is that Sam? Is that Sam? Rather big. Nice hands. Maybe got quite fit on screen. And yet I lift weights. And yet not that bad. The thing is really long and thin. The fist. I don't know if the fist is big or small. I know my wrist is small. I think the reason why the nails and the hands are clean and smooth because they're looked after very well, aren't they? Ref, you are 7'2", so it makes sense. Oh, Sharon. Oh, Sharon. I was fiddling about right now because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's try another countdown if possible. Yes, I guess. Oh my, there's more people. Oh shit, my battery. The battery's low, 20%. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Are you tired? Strawberry. Come on. You think I'm tired? I think the real question is, because we've not done an update since. How do I word this? Oh, we've got Gail. Big shout out to Gail, welcome. Wow, you've been covering this case since the beginning and still it hasn't been resolved. I haven't been keeping up with this case, but I sure hope it gets resolved soon. Well, we've had some little things that have come about, like the Michaela snap, which goes against Kaden, which is pretty significant. Victor Presgrave, the father, calling out people and dispelling rumours that Noah never reached out for a ride home. Things have been cleared up along the way. Travis Monson publicly saying he wasn't there on Sunday onwards. but was on Saturday, clearing that up. JJ Bumphouse giving his side of the story of stuff. Discrepancies with Kaden and the lake trip. So, interesting stuff's come out. Lisa. Okay, countdown. Won't interrupt this time. Appreciate. 20, 19, 18, 17, don't you dare. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. For fuck's sake. Well, we got to number 6 this time round. Andy, you're so hot. Am I? Cam, have I heard that person before? Just arrived. EDM, electronic dance music. What's the countdown? Oh, I thought it said that. I thought that said the club. What the fuck, DJ? Well, Strawberry, as I said, if I was to measure your temperature, it would go past boiling point because you, Strawberry, are hot as fuck. Okay? Where's the fire brigade at? Where's the chief volunteer fire deputy at? Get the volunteer firefighters down. We need to put a flame out, and that flame will not stop burning. What's the countdown? The countdown is, well, it's basically because I've done a live stream for some time now, and I was just counting down until I end it, but we've got some unfinished business here and there which needs looking into. So I'm sure some people have got some popcorn along the way. Party Monster, watch it and fall. Well, I don't want to fall. Do you have any UFO stories? Well, I got a video clip on my channel of a supposed UFO finding in the sky, like an orb moving about. But the most significant one, in a way, I would say it's when I was asleep in bed and I heard noises outside. I didn't bother moving because I couldn't be arsed because I wanted to sleep. But it sounded like a UFO, personally. It was weird. Oh, we got a train passing by. Fall? I'm not falling. I think what I will do, I'll consider doing a light-hearted video when it's possible, or maybe 2 videos in one night, like how Donna suggested, like how Strawberry suggested, do a light-hearted one to break through any of the resistance along the way. That can definitely be done, but I'll do it as a standalone one so it doesn't overlap with the case. I think that's most appropriate. Maybe not as many people will watch it, but I think a good idea. It's great one, I think. Yeah. Especially when it gets wild and random. I always wondered if aliens in the UK speak with an English accent. Well, Strawberry does a good job. I think I'll have to move your Strawberry drawing. Strawberry. It sounds weird, that. Strawberry. Am I talking about the Strawberry or am I talking about you, Strawberry? Or any Strawberry? I need to move and adjust yours because my big head's covering it. And I'm sure you don't approve of that. I need to move it a bit over that way. Keeps moving about. I know, maybe I stick the Strawberry on the headboard, possibly. Oh, I thought you were going to sleep, Cleo. Oh, appeared again. Well, we're still in the live stream. As said, with the no Presgrove stuff, I don't really have Much else to acknowledge at this moment in time. I don't approve. No. No. Sir, I'd like a cup of tea with my biscuits before I take you into my UFO. Is that so? The thing is, you'll be in the background. You best not be in my background. Ooh. Dodgy. Thing is, I suppose there's talks. Ooh. Ooh, Strawberry coming out with these smooth lines all of a sudden. Where's this come from? There's been something put into that tea. Jeff Clark. That's a... Talking about aliens, Jeff Clark arrives. Raf, did you see my email? Yeah, I had a brief look at it. I'll need to process it more tomorrow, or yeah, more so tomorrow. There's photos, the mention of the camera, the mention of the timing of the 2016 one taking, what, like 2 hours or something, but then was it April or May of 2025 taking 30, 40 minutes time discrepancies and not quite making sense. You've covered the same distance within Picture Canyon onwards, heading up Picture Canyon, if I'm correct. 9 years older and less than half the time. When you say 9 years older, you mean the one done in less time is a more recent hike that you've done? Yeah. I mean, it's important, that comparison. I think it's important to make a video about it. May as in 2025. 9 years. 2024. Any new rumors about Kenny Veach? I'm older, so should be slower, not faster. That's another important point. The only exception, Jeff Clark, is if you're being chased by any penguins or snakes. Even if you are older, you probably are going to get moving quicker in those circumstances. But besides that, yeah, it's important to acknowledge and compare. I'll do like a video or do like a little preview to acknowledge it, right? I'll see how important tomorrow is for videos and schedules, and then I seriously do need to lock in the day after. What the fuck? Okay. 2 hours, 10 minutes compared to 40 minutes. Ghost behind you. Well, that might be the case. Look behind you. No, I did look. I did see it drop and move. Oh well, at least we captured something. Hey, but look, this is the thing. Strawberry. Strawberry. You did not fall. The other one may have fallen, but you won't fall when I will catch you in my arms. Even live action symbolizes it. All under control, Miss Strawberry. That one can hang around for a bit. Of course, Strawberry, you're not going to fall. You know, whether it be the paper or the tape, even the tape on that paper of the strawberry isn't giving up on you. Never. Maybe a ghost got a little bit petty or jealous and thought there's only one strawberry in a town big enough for the both of, well, I don't know how you say that, fucking, I've messed that line up there. Right, interesting. So I think depending on how important tomorrow is for stuff, I'll shuffle some things about. I'll do a comparison. Yeah. Good with the side-by-side comparisons, some sort, slideshow, analyze, break it down. In terms of the hike that you did, Jeff, is it like same distance? You're gorgeous, Raf. Appreciate that. It's a massive compliment considering how stunning you are. Exact same route. As a question, Jeff, did you take the photos at the same exact spots as the 2016 hike? Shit. What the fuck? Made me shiver then. What happened to Sister Strawberry? Well, the thing is, Lisa, Sister Strawberry is fucked because it ended up falling on the floor. Completely gone. Warlike Strawberry. That's a good one. I wanted to do exact, but as I arrived, the sun was setting, so I had to get as close as I could. So basically, you tried getting as close as you could to the spots where you took your photos to kind of compare to the last time. Yes, the point is obvious. Yeah. And awareness needs to be spread, and a video can be made in preparation for your video as well. 40 minutes compared to 2 hours, massive difference, and considering the distance as well, big. I might even use some material from the first video that I did about the missing time. It'll help be more efficient when doing my video. Very adorable indeed. So sometimes I end up losing focus. Can you do new mysteries as well? I tried doing some mysteries before, but they've flopped. I mean, I did a mystery on Antarctica and the hidden cave on Google Earth. I don't know if you know, I did the mystery of, was it LA or some kind of scrapyard which had weird symbols on saying help me, trafficked, corruption and all that, weird symbols on the ground, and I did a little bit of coverage on that, but it didn't really seem to go anywhere. I want to cover what I enjoy, but also cover what's somewhat practical as well. Yeah, the Antarctica one. Well, I think it's Antarctica. If it's not Antarctica, what else would it be? North Pole? Could it be North Pole? Goodbye, wish you all the best and continued success in the case. I hope you're able to bring about something to resolve the case. I'd really like to see who did this to the young man. Take care, gal. Sleep well, or whatever time it is for you. I heard a weird creak then. Hopefully nothing else falls or bumps in the night. Sam, it's a good thing Jeff Clark showed up. Shout out to Jeff Clark with that important video idea. Of course, I saw the email, but the importance of it and the added context as well. Yeah, a follow-up is definitely needed to some extent. I don't know about the length of the video, but definitely needed. Okay. Wow, Nintendo Switch 2's released. Take care, Lisa. Take care of your red kettle or teapot. Keep it boiled and warm. Okay. So, missing time in 2016. Yeah. And I'll look back at my video of that in the first place. Oh, nice. Is there any games you're getting with it to play on that Switch? Yeah, Kenny missing time. You never know, right? Ah, Mario, that's good. 2 years earlier. Yeah, because that's the important thing, Jeff Clark. You are really the only one to experience missing time, but you are one of the first few to be there hiking closer to when Kenny went missing, with the exception of Sean Horlecker. Did Sean Horlecker have any missing time? I think what we'll do then, in fairness, is some other time when I do a live stream, I will do a live stream on the Kenny Veach case. I don't know if I'll do it horizontal or vertical, because I think vertical might bring in more viewers. I don't know if I told you, Strawberry, but I covered the Kenny Veach case the start of 2020, I think. That's how my channel grew from 160 subscribers up to about 500 through the year or so. But I actually started looking into the Kenny Veach case in 2015 at the age of 15 years old. And I've covered it kind of on and off since. But I think a bit more acknowledgement is needed on that case. It is still explosive. It's interesting. It needs to be acknowledged. Right, let's try countdown. That's true, Jeff. Of course, you've got proof, and that's what matters most. And what's more important, Jeff, is the missing time thing. You didn't pick up on it immediately. You weren't intending on that happening. And for it to be more natural, there's more meaning. The Y-Files did a video on Kenny Veach, that's true. And they did give credit to me, which is good, because 99% of the time people don't. The Y-Files did unfortunately forget to include the additional research of on Kenny's birthday, was it 2022 or so, when a call was made on Facebook from Kenny Veach's Facebook account to Susan Veach, sister-in-law. Why? Weird. The people already in line at Best Buy for the Switch. Wow. Until many years later. Yeah. Proof's important, and if you got it, that's great. One thing that does need to be acknowledged or brought back up is J Chuck Vlogs. When he went there, was it at the start of 2024, when Joe May Road, or close to the visitor centre, the DNWR, was closed? You remember that, Jeff Clark, when Joe May Road was closed off, that blockade? And then when it was reopened, when getting to Joe May Canyon over Wild Horse Pass, and before Pitcher Canyon, I think it was just outside of where the M-shaped cave and the covered cave is, you had those tracks, those lines in the ground which looked like where a helicopter could land. Don't know why it was closed, but there were clear markings on the ground. But that would mean hiking for hours. You know, it's like what hikers would do, just to leave trails and lines in the ground in parallel to one another outside of one of the M-shaped caves. Very creepy. Highly, highly under-acknowledged as well by the general public who don't know about that. We'll have to do a follow-up, because the environment itself is just as mysterious. Sub-mysteries is a key theme in the Kenny Veach case, which tie in with Kenny Veach or run in parallel. Trying to remember it all at times can be a bit awkward, but it is documented on my channel. The M Cave project, also that weird cryptic one. Remember, the military tried taking that land over. First proposal was the whole area, and the second one a bit afterwards retreated back. But nevertheless, the fact it happened after the Kenny Veach disappearance, the fact Kenny Veach mentioned it public, and then military was like, oh, well, maybe we need to take over the land to make sure nobody else comes here again. It's just the timing, it's weird. So with that being said, interesting how we've gone on to that. I'll definitely do a dedicated Kenny Veach live stream at some point, sooner than later. Do a little countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's like we counted down. Indeed. Hey, strawberry. Strawberry. Hey there. I just wanted to say one last thing, okay? Lots of love. I'll see you very soon, okay? So shout out to everyone that has watched, and those in the background. I'll do a video tomorrow, definitely. Noah Presgrove or Kenny Veach, depends which one's important. Shout out to +1, very consistent as well with the hashtag. That's all good to see. And just credit to the people that have watched all throughout this, you know, in the background and whatnot. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. My name's Wyatt Raff. Goodbye. Good night for now.